Hello, this is Samsai, and welcome to the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind once again. So, last time... Yep, Wolverine Hall, Mage's Guild. Last time we got ourselves a new rank in the Mage's Guild. And we are, in fact, now a wizard. And we also got our new quests due to that. So we have Skink in a Tree's Shade has asked me to get a soul of an Ash Ghoul, and the nearest ghoul would be in Yakin, although any Ash Ghoul will do. Yakin is on the mainland just northwest of Tel Arun. From Tel Arun I just need to swim or fly across one island and then continue northwest. Mainland. Yes, in Mournhold itself, actually. If you're feeling particularly suicidal, you can check it out for yourself. Of course, it's not easy to get there these days because of the Blight. But when Wardenfell are turned away immediately, there is one way you might be able to get there. Speak to Ascian Rain about transport to Mournhold. It's interesting. So basically, the Mage's Guild is also telling us to go to the mainland. So we basically need to... go all the way back to Ebonheart again, and in Ebonheart, or rather from Ebonheart, we can get transport to Mournhold, where we're supposed to go on the mainland, just northwest of Tel Arun. So this is very interesting. We're supposed to go to the mainland, and then seek Tel Arun and go northwest. Nearest. This is interesting. Okay, but there we can find Yakin and find an Ash Ghoul to kill, and we need to trap the soul. And we got ourselves a soul gem for this, although we have a couple of other things in our inventory as well. Do we actually find any better boots? We have the Orcish, we have the Nordic in our inventory. I think I still might have some extra stuff from our travels, which I don't necessarily need, but we have these grand soul gems. And we also, I think, got a spell for this. Yep, the Scroll of Pyggy's Gem Feeder, which would be a soul trap spell for 60 seconds. And I've looked into how the soul trap stuff works. Basically, we're supposed to cast that spell and then kill the creature while... Hush now. Kill the creature while that spell is in effect, and that will actually kill and trap the affected creature. So, or rather trap the soul of the creature. Also, what do we actually need for our next rank? So, Master Wizard would require... I think I have the willpower and the intelligence to pull that off. Yes, I do. But we're going to need 1 skill at 80 and 2 skills at 30. I have my alteration and restoration at 30 already. So we are just going to need to level up our destruction spells. So yeah, I guess what we're going to do is I'm going to travel back to Mournhold, and we're going to look for this Yakin. Although what I'm going to do first is I'm going to store or sell some of these various items that we picked up along the way. So once I've done that, I'll catch up with you guys in Mournhold. It would seem that I have been fooled. Yes, I have been fooled. Very much so. I need to go back to Wardenfell. So, turns out, when the Mage's Guild talks about the mainland, they mean mainland. Because Sandrid Mora is here. I thought I had heard of Tel Arun and it makes sense because I think Telaroon is one of these places here somewhere. What I did not consider is that people would have a different understanding of what a mainland is, because this is not Morrowind mainland. This is Vardenfell, and Vardenfell is basically just an island off of Morrowind. But it turns out that no, this actually does count as mainland to people of Sanrid Mora. And what that also means is that my journal miscalculated. When my journal here read mainland, it was like, oh yeah, you've heard of mainland. It's the place just off of the or rather, it's the place where you can get to from Ebonheart. So it immediately connected it to that. And I was like, oh, do we need to go there again? No, we don't. So that was completely unnecessary. We don't need to go there at all. Instead, what we need to do is we need to go and find Telaroon, which I think we can get to from Sanrid Mora if we take the boat. So I'll just have to hop on by to Vivek. Apparently my game is having a bit of a lag. And you can take this, you guar. And yeah, I'm gonna hop back to Vivek and get myself a teleportation back to Sanrid Mora, and then I'll take a boat to Telaroon.
How fare thee, friend?
Alright, let's try this again. Now I'm back at Wolverine Hall, so if things allow, I should be able to get a boat ride from here to Telaroon, and then... Hush now, I don't care about your uniforms anymore. But this is a little bit of an annoyance. I'm not sure if this is an OpenMW bug or if this is part of the actual game itself. But basically it seems that my journal connected two completely separate things that it assumed were the same. And that kind of led me astray because it's a little bit awkward sometimes. Like, I don't think the journal is supposed to do this, where it just kind of connects me to random things like this and then leads me astray. But oh well, at least I had a bit of an exercise, and luckily traveling to the mainland, it doesn't actually cost you anything. Alright, well, hopefully you know your way to... Okay, this is Tel Branora, Ebonheart, Tel Mora, Dagonfell. You don't happen to know where Telaroon is? Because I think Telaroon is supposed to be somewhat close by. Oh, never mind, this is Telaroon. I just realized. I had to look up my information once again. But no. This place right here is called Telaroon, I think. No wonder I had already heard of it. This is rather odd that the game is kind of like freezing up on me. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but it just is. Okay, but something. You're in Imperial Law and all, but if I ask you about little advice, little secrets would be nice as well. Yada yada yada. Of course, the guards would have no secrets. But yeah, it's like freezing up on me, and I'm not sure what's causing that. Let me try doing some stuff. There we go. Maybe that'll help. Okay, but if this is Telaroon, and we need to go northwest of here. As you can see, I haven't played Morrowind in a while because I'm a little bit lost. Okay, northwest of Telaroon would be here, somewhere. Ouch.
Where is that slave? Make it quick. You talk too much out there.
So let's see. What did the journal say again? Okay, so just northwest of Tel Aroon. From Tel Aroon, I just need to swim or fly across one island and then continue northwest. From Tel Aroon, I just need to swim or fly across one island and then continue northwest. So northwest of... Or did it say from... Fly across one island. So would that do? Is that the island then? Or it could be that one. Okay, well let's not swim across. That seems annoying. What I'm going to do though is I think I have myself, yeah, I have water walking spell here. So if I cast that, I should be able to just hop over without being bothered too much. I've been scouring these islands in the past, I think. So maybe we already stumbled upon this stuff. Seems that the game is like loading, background loading. I guess I haven't been on this island though. My guess is that the game is like loading these cells, and for some reason it's not doing it on the background. Rather, it's kind of just doing it actively. There's a camp here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rest. Stupid beetle. You shulk. Luckily it didn't do much. I'll just rest a little bit more. Now it's... Oh! I thought for a second we had another one. Okay, but that is a place. And I had a... Okay. So that right there is an ancestral tomb. And that's on a different island. So I haven't looked at this island before. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to try and rest until the morning. No. I don't like you being there, Deadroth. I'll take your heart though. I'll try to rest until it's a little bit brighter so that I don't have to worry about that. Okay, let's see what that campfire is all about, and then I'll try to figure out what is going on here and where I need to actually go. Okay, it seems that these guys are not necessarily the friendliest bunch. So, let's... I have a new spell called the Greater Fireball, which I could try here. These guys seem a little bit resistant. Luckily, they seem to be obeying the sword just fine. Yeah, these guys are just armed with chitin war axes and pants. So they are not really a problem for me. Makes me wonder though what actually made them attack me. But all of their stuff is now mine. I'll take those coins. And apparently they had a bottle too. I wonder if these are like... I don't know. This is clearly not the island though, because if it was... That could be it. If this was the island, then... Okay, you know what? I'll just use a frost... Not a... Does a frostbite work here? Apparently it does. That's something, though. Yeah, I don't think this island is the one we're looking for, though. It has an interesting campfire, but nothing else, really. That could be it, maybe. I mean, that's kind of northwest. Or it could be that. We're going to look into that a little bit after I've looked at what this island here is, because that intrigues me. Unless I've already looked at it. No, I haven't, because it would be on my map. I mean, this was kind of what I was supposed to do anyway. I was kind of planning on going dungeon hunting, and this is a good chance to do that. Hopefully my water walking just lasts long enough to that, so I don't have to worry about going for a swim. Although I'm going to get wet regardless, due to the rain that is present. Now, there's someone there, and that looks like a dungeon to me. Not sure if this is the one we're looking for, but yeah, that's a skeleton. Okay, let me drink a potion of restore fatigue. I should have plenty. Would be rather odd if I had run out, since I keep making them. Ah, there's a quality restore fatigue. I just want to be in perfect shape for when I start fighting these guys. Okay, I'll take just the fire bite because 15 to 30 points of damage is alright. Oh, you're actually armed with a spear, which makes this a little bit more annoying. Okay, you had an iron spear and a shield, but you were not using the shield. Okay, so this is a Baram ancestral tomb. I guess looking at this is also worth it. We're going to have to probably go here for our ash ghouls, but I never say no to an ancestral tomb. Okay, this has been locked, but not in any too annoying way. Also, even here I'm getting like random freezes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save, and I should save regardless to make a dungeon save. I'm gonna save, and then I'm going to restart the game and see if I can get these freezes to go away. Okay, and I'm here again. Let's see if that fixed anything. If it didn't, I'm just going to have to deal with it, I suppose. Oh, hello. You're ugly. Okay, that was a Frost Atronach. And we have 36 lessons of Vivek. I mean, I can sell it to a bookseller. And a Coda flower. Oh, ouch. Okay, so that's just an Imperial Chain, Curse, and Steel Pauldron. So nothing I would be too interested in. And the trap has already worn off, so that's not anything to worry about. Okay. Let's keep our fire bite armed and ready, because if I can find something to use it on, it's worth it. Because I need to level up my destruction magic. Damn it. Hands off. Silly bone lords. I'll take the lesser soul gem just in case. Don't need the bone meal though. Okay, so this should be just a room. Room with the skeleton. Scroll of Black Faith, damage attribute luck. Okay, so I guess this guy was here for the scroll. Just a common ring, common belt, yeah, the usual stuff. A candle. So I guess this guy had a nasty encounter with a scroll. I'll take the scroll with me and sell it, I guess. Although it does look like it's potentially quite cursed. But, I think I still have the luck. I mean, it doesn't damage my attributes now because I haven't used it. And I would only be able to use it on someone else anyway. Okay, so this room appears quite healthy. There is someone somewhere. Yeah, there is a path there. So, let's take this path instead, because this is where we're not hearing any noises from. Don't think I can open this now though, because I don't have enough magicka to do that. Let me see if I can get further back, so that I can actually rest and get my magicka back, even though the... Yep, there we go. Because I don't want to waste a restore magicka. So we need to keep our eyes open, because if we find an ash ghoul, we need to immediately start considering using our steel battle axe. That's not worth it for me to carry anymore. Who? You. The skeleton champions are not that tough anymore. I mean, I do have an overpowered sword, so... Yeah, just the usual stuff. Weird noises, skulls. I mean, just the kind of stuff that you would find in an ancestral tomb. Wax. I'll take the wax. Okay, and let's look at the other place. I'm not sure how I can recognize an ash ghoul. I've probably fought one before. Are you an ash ghoul? No, you're just the Daedric lizard man. Also, I need to get further away from here. Okay, this is not nice. You're not nice. Yeah, this is a Daedroth. But yeah, like I said, I've probably fought an ash ghoul in the past. I just don't recall what one looks like. Recently slain knight. Key to Gimothron Master Burial. This looks interesting. Iron Cuirass, Iron Greaves. I think there might be a little bit more to this place than I thought. Which means that I probably should back off a little bit and heal up before I go further. Just odd noises all around, but it doesn't seem like there's actually much here. Unless the Master Burial was this place right here. In which case that key would have opened up my path here. But once again, I'm not sure why I would have needed that, because the lock was so easy to pick. Could be some other place, so I'm going to hold on to the key. Did this say anything? Yeah, it was just a wooden door. This was the... No, this was a Baram. Maybe there's another burial site here that is locked behind... or locked... behind a docked door. Yes, behind a locked door. Well, at least that's another burial tomb we've checked up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run around the island a little bit. And then, I guess I'm going to check out this island, because that seems to be a place that has something interesting, at least. Just don't attack me. At least not while I'm in the water, please. I'll actually fight this one because might as well. Plus, that's a little bit of training for my destruction magic. And I do need to level that up. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look like that's something. Okay, so where did I come from? I came from there. And that place I haven't looked at yet. And there is an interesting stone formation there. So I think checking that place out is worth it. I'll just do the same trick I did before, so I'll just get my water walking. And then I'll just run across, that way I don't have to deal with the fishes that might want to eat me. Alright, yep, this is the island that we were looking at before. So let's see what this actually is. No. And whether or not we can find an ash ghoul here. So this place appears to be basically an inhabited area. Yeah, it has like all the guards and all. So, let's ask around, I guess. Ask what this place is. I think this is a slave market here. Background? Yeah, thanks for your name. Specific place. And the Tower of Telaroon sits on the high ground, blah blah blah. Okay, so this is Telaroon.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this is Telaroon then. And there's apparently a dock here, and that's, I'm guessing, a slave market. There's a trader here, so we may as well visit. What do you actually sell? You're poor and you don't sell much. At least not anything of particular importance. I guess I'll just sell off some diamonds. And I guess I can sell you the wax and frost salt. Do I have any other? I have a pearl here, so I can sell that. And then I have some rubies. I guess I could sell like one, but I don't think you can afford any more. Yeah, you cannot really afford any more, so I'll just give you that. Okay, so this is Telaroon. So this means from here we need to do one island hop northwest, which leaves us with only really one island to check. Okay, yeah, the game doesn't really like when I load these chunks. Alright, well, let's just hop across, and this hopefully is the island we're looking for. Because this is northwest of Telaroon, and that's Telaroon. It's even marked on our map, so we know. And this, hopefully, is Yakin. And that means that there should be an ash ghoul. And if there is an ash ghoul, we're just going to have to deal with it. Soul trap it using a scroll. And then kill it to get the soul itself. Okay, so I think, yeah, that's the mainland itself. Wait, right, we were supposed to go on the mainland, I forgot already. The mainland just northwest of Telaroon, so we need to, yeah, fly across one island and then continue northwest. So, it should be on the coast here. There is actually a campfire in the distance, so we're going to have to take a look at that. But before we do so, let's check all the... This is such a short distance, I don't want to cast the spell. But I'm going to cast it anyway, just for training. Because anything that gets us, like, allows us to work towards a level up is a good thing. Because I think this game kind of like puts enemies that are more difficult in certain places rather than levels up the enemies around you. So it's always a good idea in this game to level up, which is not the case in games like... Okay, this is Yakin then. That's not the case in games like Oblivion, where enemies around you get stronger the more you level up, which means that it also had some nasty side effects of making it very easy for you to fail your character build. Or rather, at least somewhat easy if you didn't focus on combat skills, because it turns out those were actually quite necessary. I'll look in here and see what these guys are, and then I'm going to go to Yakin. One hit to the head of a Nyx Hound and it's dead. Alright, so who are you guys? Yahaz Ashurnasadas. What is your trade? You're a scout, I know places, people, paths, wind, weather. Various geographic regions. So what do you know about the geographic regions of Wardenfell? 9 regions, each with their own plants and terrain. The Ascadian Isles, the Ashlands, Azuras Coast, the Bitter Coast, the Grazelands, more like Amor, Red Mountain, West Gash, and Sheogurad. What do you have on Sheogurad? Largely hostile and uninhabited, with 2 small villages at Aldredania and Dagonfell. So this is... where's Dagonfell? Dagonfell is this place. Yeah, so this is that area. This is the Grazelands. And the Ashlands are like around here, and this is the Ascadian Isles, I think. Unless it's this place. I think it's this place because... I don't know. I'm not necessarily the greatest person to do geography. Any secrets of the nearby area? Talk to everyone, talk to sheep. Any rumors? Have you noticed for all his proclamations about protecting the rights of property and preserving law, that the Imperial Legion does little to capture and prosecute abolitionists? Okay, politics. I don't know what you're talking about, but cool. Well, now that we've looked at that... damn it. Okay, this is getting a little bit annoying. Can I actually just, like, decrease the view distance? No, I think that still loads all the areas, doesn't it? I think we still have all the, like, tiles loading in the background, so that doesn't really help us. It just makes the game a little bit foggier. Okay, well, in here, we should actually, before we go in here, can I get out? There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a dungeon save. Because I should always remember to do dungeon saves, and I should also kill rats. There we go. So, this place should have an Ashghoul. So anything... That's not an Ashghoul. I think that's just the Bone Lord, isn't that? Ouch. What did that do? Well, that's just a sound. We're casting a whole lot of stuff, you know? Should I cast something? No, I think this is an ash ghoul. This is an ash ghoul. Okay. So that means I need to get my gem feeder. Actually, I should probably... I'm not sure how much it's going to take, so I'm going to try and hit it with this. Okay, I think it can be killed now. No, that was an ash slave. So I'm guessing that doesn't count. No. Well, I have a couple of these still. So, apparently an ash slave is a different thing from an ash ghoul. Did I actually, like, put that in a soul gem now? Because I have a couple of those now. Where are my soul gems? Hopefully I did not sell them. That would be a nasty surprise. Nope. Okay, so I have an ash slave soul gem. So I used up one of my gems on that. Not to mention I used up one of my scrolls. And that leaves me with one more gem feeder. Okay, we need to really make sure that the next one that we kill is... or next one we trap is actually an ash ghoul. I'm just gonna very quickly look at what an ash ghoul looks like. Okay, that should be easy enough to tell. I'm just making sure that I don't have to go back for scrolls and gems. Okay, that's another ash slave. Corpus Stalker. That's not even the same thing. Okay, come into the light. Let's fight here so that I know a little bit about what you are. Okay, I think this is an ash ghoul now. Which means it is time for me to cast my spells and start hitting you on the head. Did that not land? Did I not use that? Oh, don't... Okay, so that was an ash ghoul, but apparently my spell did not land. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load a save and we're going to just enter this place again. Simple as that. And this time we'll be a little bit more careful, because now we have both of our scrolls left and all of our soul gems intact. Okay, honestly, what does sound do? Because I don't recall. Yeah, that's a very zombie-like thing. It's very slow and it doesn't seem to be casting spells and it dies with one hit. Okay, well, I now have my soul trap ready. Okay, now we should get the ash ghoul in here. Okay, I think you're now soul trapped. There we go. Now that should be the thing I need. Get the soul of an ash ghoul and that should be it. Yeah, I have a grand soul gem with an ash ghoul soul in it. And that is a very valuable item. Okay. What I'm going to do is, now that I'm here, first of all, let's save. Let's do a dungeon save here, now that we can just run out and do whatever we must. I'll start exploring this place, because why would I not? We've basically established that I can kill at least some of the inhabitants of this place. So, is there really a reason to back out now that we can get and have a proper look at this place? I don't think so. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to get my Night Eye spell. I trained my illusion magic a little bit, so I can now at least cast this with a little bit more certainty of actually being able to cast it properly. Which means that we can have a proper look at this place and find all the secrets that are just lying on the ground. Hopefully. Apparently this place has been blocked off, so that only leaves me with one passage. I really hope that this place has something else other than just ash ghouls, and I think that might be another ash ghoul. A little bit difficult to tell from this distance, but it's looking like another. You know what? I'll just double up on my ash ghouls. Okay, come on. You're not going to cast that at me from there. Okay, it's a target spell. Now that I know that, that's going to help me immensely in the future. Okay, now this was another ash ghoul. Okay, that's basically all we had. So I'll just get my Firestorm spell in case we need to fight multiple guys. We might as well just save here. I'll just save on top of stupidity, I guess. Since I am now kind of just delving deeper and deeper. Alright. So what do we have? We fought through 2 ash ghouls now. This place seems to be just going forward. There's a shrine apparently, and I'm guessing that this path is going to loop towards that. So maybe some kind of Daedalic rituals, something like that, happening over here. You know what? Dungeon save. And then we're going to go in. I'm going to get something that I can actually fight with, though. Okay, there are plenty of guys here. And I have used up a fair amount of my spell power on that. And fire doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. So let's try shock. Although they are also sending shock magic, so they might not be responding to that so well. I'll just use the greater fireball. Let's drink a couple of these. And then I should be able to cast more spells. I think that might have been a critical hit. Yeah, I think I got them both. There were 2 ash slaves protecting this place. And apparently throwing a greater fireball at them killed them both. Very nice. Okay. So here's a path that leads back to Yakin, but this is just the other side of this. You know what my opinion is? My opinion is take that. This is a good practice for my destruction magic, so you can just keep doing that. Dreamer. Okay, this is yeah, this is the area that was blocked off. Oh, hello. There is no escape. Really? Well, you sure escaped life very fast. Okay, this is odd. So there are dreamers here, along with these ash ghouls. What could it possibly mean? I'm thinking this might be some kind of a Daedric cult thing. Because usually odd things are. Yeah, this leads deeper once again. You know what? Save, save, and save. Okay, you're doing your thing. I think they might be reflecting their stuff on me. Just waiting for those shields to go down. Okay, time to start fighting. Am I like blinded somehow? Oh, this is not nice at all. Okay, I need some healing. Let's take a quality restore health just in case. I think there are still some. Sadly, I cannot see a damn thing. Do I have a potion of Night Eye? Paralyzation, Blight, Paralyze. Exclusive potion of Night Eye. I'll use that to figure this stuff out, because I cannot cast spells while I'm in a melee with these guys. Okay, so basically it was just a bunch of ash ghouls. And was there anyone else? Because I thought I killed 3 people. I guess I must not have, because clearly there are only 2. This place got really dark. I guess it was because my Night Eye wore off. Okay, so what were you guys protecting? Because clearly, if you offered such a resistance, there should be at least something. Right? Or not. It could be just a random room. I guess. Yeah, it's just a random chamber with nothing here. Like, I can keep casting Night Eye all day, but there is just nothing here. Unless there's something up there. It doesn't look like it. It just looks like there is an uneven roof or ceiling. I mean, at least I'm getting practice with my destruction magic, but the destruction magic doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot. Okay, this leads to the shrine. No, not the dreamer. These guys seem to be everywhere. Okay, now this looks more like it. 45 fatigue, Night Eye. There's a small chest. Okay, well, now this was worth it. Potion of light, common shirt. A chest with an extravagant belt and some extravagant robes. Okay, so a jink blade. Journeyman's hammer. I guess these people... Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I guess these people really appreciated their extravagant costumes. I'm not going to carry that around with me. Nice. Corpus meat hunk. Yeah, that sounds very yummy. I guess I should probably eat that, shouldn't I? No. Okay, so yeah, this is most definitely a shrine. Oh, okay, so I'm guessing these dreamers right here, they are probably the cultists. They don't seem to be too, like, prepared for combat. I'm not going to touch these meat pieces, because that seems like a bad idea. Okay, so how did these other people get to me? Oh, from up there. Ash statue. Well, worshipping Ash seemed to go really well for these guys. Yeah, there is just corpus meat everywhere, some bells. And then there was a pile of good stuff. Amazing. Okay, there is still another place that I haven't checked yet. So I'll go figure out what is in there. I'll just have to run across here. And let's see what is on this side. Wait, what? Okay, so, I've checked that place. This place had just the Ashmen. Okay, I guess I'll check this place, because I think at that point we've explored everything there is. This is just an overlook. Okay, well I guess that's all. We need to now go through here and then we can just get out. And then that's basically covers everything in this particular dungeon. It was alright. It's not the worst dungeon I've ever seen in Morrowind. I was expecting a little bit more, maybe some kind of a nice item at the end, but I guess I have been just spoiled after finding like chrysamirs and all that. But I was hoping for something a little bit special here. Okay, now I just need to find the end of the dungeon here. I don't have enough Bandrika to even use my night eye, so I can't really see where I'm supposed to get off. Ah, there it is. Alright, so now let's just hop on over back to Telarune. Yes. And then back to Sandrith Mora. Where we can, naturally, get our quest. Different things. And then hopefully we can get another quest to look into. That would be quite nice. And here we are. Okay, Skink. I have the soul. Hope it wasn't too difficult. It actually wasn't too difficult, except that I got really led astray. That was the only problem with that quest. So, do you have anything else? So, duties. I have another task for you, but it is a difficult one. I believe there is another book on vampires, Galur Rithari's papers. These papers allegedly describe how an ordinator from Bal-Ur became a vampire and was cured. Would be most interested in a copy of this book. Ask booksellers and scholars. Someone surely knows where a copy is. So we're going to be another. Yeah. How are you? Yeah. So next time, what we're going to be apparently doing is we're going to be looking for another book. So we're going to once again be scouring books, booksellers, and scholars. So we're probably going to just go through our regular contacts, the exotic bookseller at Vivek and the various other booksellers in Balmora and elsewhere. And then we're going to figure out if there's another book on vampires. But that's going to be next time. My room is starting to heat up a little bit, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it here on top of this save. And I'm also going to look into why this game is freezing a little bit. I want to make it freeze a little bit less. But once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in future videos.